Hello there, everybody. How are you all doing today? All you lovely, lovely, super lovely people. Here we are, ready to play more video games. As, one does on a streaming channel about playing video games, right? I feel like that just makes a lot of sense. Hey there, Bass. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing today there, friendo? Oh, it's actually capturing the Elgato already. Well, that's a really big surprise. Oh, because I left it open. That's why. Well, it's not gonna work, so I'm gonna just close the Elgato. Yeah, it's frozen. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna close the Elgato and then we'll jump straight on in. Oh, do I not? Oh, I don't have it showing. Whoops. Well, good thing we caught that, didn't we? Good thing we caught that. All right. Not much was missed. Not much was missed. Really, nothing was missed. I just walked over to the missives, and that's all. I promise. That is all. Man, that could have been bad if I didn't catch that. I don't even know how I would have missed that. Jesus. Okay. Man, that actually has me spooked. That could have been really bad. Okay. Anyway, since all that's probably gonna get cut out of the YouTube release, since nothing would be on screen. Yeah, so I don't know if we're doing RE5 or Resident Evil 4 Remake DLC first. I'm debating the DLC for RE4R, but I know we'll see. There's a lot of plans. And a lot of spooky plans, probably. I definitely know I need to fit some RE5 in, because I do want to finish the series before the end of the year. Originally, it was before October hit, because that's when I originally started it like a year ago. Like marathon, quote unquote, marathoning the whole Resident Evil series. So ideally, I get it done before the end of the year. But I don't know. I'm starting to have my doubts about that now. Anyway, so a healer's place. Thank you for helping me guide my mentor free from his mortal coil. Contrary to what the madding crowd believes, we physicers are not without our limits. I cannot hope to cure every ill, mend every wound, save every life. The only medicine that will see you home safe without fail is prevention. Not that this knowledge will ever stop any of you from chasing down some behemoth for its toenails. Taria, accurate, very accurate. Sir, I and the other curse breakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Despite the apparent unrest, her recent investigations have visited upon her. Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her so deeply. Yes, we will do this.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Self-determination. So where am I going? I should probably... I mean, we go here first. We can kind of work our way down. This is one for Doris. There's more Blacksmith's Blues? Already? He's sad again?
What do I owe the honor?
Yeah, ask about the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Ah, the blighted thing float, did it?
The weight of all that shit.
Mid had me knocked out. Knockout. I thought it'd sink straight to the bottom. Always the way with Mid's inventions, though, isn't it? You ain't got a clue what the hell you're looking at when she hands you the designs, but they always seem to work.
Clever girl, that one.
A right boy on the arse sometimes, but clever all the same.
What do you want?
Oh, got Ice Brand. I mean, only ups it by 5. It doesn't really up it by much, but... Yet deep was Frost's bite, leaving her fell mark upon their skins. I mean, I will make it.
Not bad.
And I will equip it.
Myself.
No.
Anything
Alright.
else?
Yeah, I think for Spooktober, I think some of the stuff I want to try doing, like, I don't want to name anything specific. I want to try to leave it at least somewhat of a surprise, kind of. for when FF16 ends. But like, I think to a degree, I want to focus on maybe, like, it doesn't have to be. There, some of these games will be longer, but I think some of them I would like to do. Some of them I would like if they're a little bit short. And I'm not saying this to change your suggestions either. So just whatever you want. But I think having some shorter ones would be good too. Especially after the longness that is 16. It might be nice to just like play a game, finish it. Play a game, finish it. Play a game, finish it. Right?
Can I help you, Sid?
Wi-Fi connection lost.
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
Alright, okay.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone?
Yeah, it seems kind of sus.
Worried.
Okay, we should go. I'm kind of curious. Are there any more quests about? There are. There's like a new quest here. Oh, there's new quests all over the place. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna be leaving here soon. Then there's a lot of side quests. Holy crap, we're gonna be very busy for a while.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
Yeah, what happened?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's
Oh,
on
what?
the horn. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from there are spewing at you for like no
Oh
one's business.
no.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
I mean, I have to help. Yeah, I can't not
I won't
help.
let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Probably true.
Well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Well, holy crap! Yeah, a lot of things are going down. I don't know, man. So I gotta talk to Taria. Oh, well, one quest after another, eh? Trying to think how I want to do these quests.
Miss?
Where's that one? Down in dungeon. Because I mean, I don't want to pick up too many. I think I'll get a quest not completed, but at least to the point where I gotta come back here to end it, and then I'll just go and pick up another quest, and we'll just keep doing that
Sid.
until I get them all
Just the
done.
man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Now you need more than that, I bet.
No, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter.
A new smelter.
It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter
Blimmin'.
than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make it out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
I'd be happy to.
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Plus, it's probably gonna give me a good bonus, like maybe upgrading to +3 or something.
Promise you.
So, What exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
Ah,
We've got a couple of examples here.
the echoes. Yeah, that's what they're
we
called.
call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms.
Welcome back, Bess.
Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see?
Just grabbing a couple of side quests.
They're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace.
So it's gonna be extra hot
We've
then.
collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah.
Hmm.
But I need to be
Okay.
short, mind. And we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
It'll do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and
Intriguing.
toes crossed.
Even weirder science. Weird science. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave. I should go to Tomes and do a bit of lore reading. We didn't do any of that the other day. So we should go and do some of that today for sure. Let's go do some of that right now. Stay caught up and all. And nothing wrong with a little bit of lore reading, right? Because lore reading is fun. To me. I like it. So, Bass, because I know you're a fellow Canadian, and any other fellow Canadians out there, any Thanksgiving plans? Because for anybody that doesn't know, we here in Canada have Thanksgiving on the correct day in October, which I always thought was weird when I heard America has it in November. Yeah, it's really strange to me, right? Because I always associate, you know, November with a more wintry feel, kind of, even though, you know, a more wintry feel, and October with like a more kind of fallen leaves kind of feel. And so to me, October is like, you know, like Thanksgiving to me is like, you know, fallen leaves and like pumpkin stuff and all of that. It just seems weird to me to have it in October.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost.
You wonder if we get anything on Max Wisdom? See, that's what I'm wondering too. I really want to know.
I have compiled some new entries.
Like, I should
Would you
level
like
up.
to see them? I have quite the find for you today.
Apparently I'm in a living library. Oh, we got some new stuff too. Southwestern Alliance. Intant? Is that how you say that? Intant? I want to say that is. Formed between Dalmekia and the Duchy of Rosaria in the year 850 with the aim of preventing the free cities of Kandra from claiming independence from the Republic. While the alliance eventually became a three-way affair when Sanbreque joined bonds between, or when Sanbreque joined, bonds between the Dalmecs and the Rosarians remained particularly strong, with Rosaria sharing the secrets of vital techniques such as irrigation and the free flow of various diplomats between the two nations. You know the word, you just never heard it spoken? Understandable, right? I feel like I'm like that with a lot of words. Well, I feel like I talked about it before, but I might have just talked about it with someone else. I already shopped on Monday to beat the rush. Nice. It's reading week. Yeah, you did mention reading week, actually. That is true. So I have the week free, so I have a week of things. That's right. No, you did mention that. Okay, that's my bad. I forgot about that. Yeah, you did mention that to me. Yeah, no, that's really nice. A mother crystal that is believed to have stood in an area in the northwestern part of Dalmekia. Legends tell it was destroyed in the battle between men and gods. A battle so ferocious that it left behind the great crater that can be seen today. Okay, so there was a mother crystal out there that I guess either didn't have a dominant associated with it or may still have a secret dominant associated with it. A folk religion popular in the free cities of Canver. Gilbard the Golden was a legendary trader who not only introduced the concept of fiat currency to Valisthea, but founded Canver's very first merchants guild. When that same guild was later entrusted with administrating Valisthea's common currency, they chose the name Gil in honor of their revered founding father. The faith is organized largely along the lines of a commercial organization, and prayers tend to be aimed at bringing prosperity and success in business. A tripartite alliance. See, I know about tripartite. A tripartite alliance formed in the year 859 between Rosaria, Delmechia, and Sandbreck. Its purpose was to oppose the independence of the free cities of Canver, due to the fears that this might inspire similar independence movements within elsewhere in the realm. The alliance was disbanded in 860 in light of the attack on Phoenix Gate and the dispute over Sandbrequois' culpability in the affair. And Magitech, a term that appears in early histories of the fallen civilization and describes their highly advanced magical technology, of which the airship is the best known example. They also produce weapons, all but indistinguishable from living beings, yet whose destructive power rivaled that of the gods of legend. The early chronicles fabled these beasts, the iconoclasts, and it is from this term that the icons of the present day take their moniker. Okay, clever.
What subject shall we consider today?
Yeah, it's Shiva. The Warden of Ice, of whom Jill Warwick is the current dominant. Long before the fall of the Fallen, there existed a tribe in Northwestern Storm known as the Motes of Ice. Among them, the dominant of Shiva would be born. Tales of the Ice Queens of the Old North are passed down among the men and women of the Northlands to this day. That's it for that one. The series all done now. All right. Yeah, I don't think we have too much to read through. Oh wait, wrong one. Shattered aspects of Ultima's power given flesh by human hosts. It is the two Wardens of Fire, Phoenix and Ifrit, who together comprise his perfect form. The icons of the lesser elements serving as sacrifices to Mythos' altar. In order to test and bolster the vessel's strength. Akashic. The irreversible change brought about by a living being's overexposure to aether. Creatures are stripped of any intelligence or sense of self they may not have once had, and become suffused with life force, usually manifesting as extreme strength and aggression. Though most regard men who turn Akashic as naught but mindless monsters, Barnabas and Sleipnir claim they are in fact divine. Yeah, seem kind of crazy, if you ask me. Did we do completion? I don't believe so. The Hideaway's mithril engine-powered flagship designed by the father and daughter team of Sidolphus and Middelol Telamon. To serve as the last hope for humanity should all of Valisthea be lost to the Blight. Mid recruited a team of shipwrights and supervised the secret construction of the ship in the Telamon Ironworks on the outskirts of Canver, with a little help from Byron Rossfield's bottomless purse. Then the maiden voyage. Constructed in secret in the ironworks on the outskirts of Canver. The mithril with which it is fueled is a highly concentrated source of energy, allowing the ship to achieve speeds thrice that of a galleon at full mast, which is impressive. The Einhar. I might have read this, but I'm not too sure. The flagship of the Waloder Navy, also known as the Black Galleon. Alongside the Royal Cavalry, it is the pride of Walode and is capable of swiftly delivering elite troops onto enemy soil to make war in the name of the mighty Odin. Is a vast seven-masted vessel constructed of 3 conjoined galleys, really, and could aptly be described as a floating fortress. Alongside the Royal Cavalry, it is the pride of Walode, and is capable of swiftly delivering elite troops onto enemy soil to make war in the name of the mighty Odin. Jill was kept prisoner here after being captured by King Barnabas. you know, it kind of makes sense that they would focus more on cavalry. See, I kind of like the world building with the factions too, right? Because like each kingdom seems to have some sort of specialty to it, and they all have a unique way of governing, which I think is pretty cool too. Like you have your republics, and then you have your kind of religious cardinal republic with an emperor. I guess that's not really a republic, like your cardinal empire, I guess, right? And then you have like your kings and your dukes, right? Like one that's more of a merchant republic, I believe. Dalmekia is more of a merchant-ish republic. Or maybe I'm thinking of just the Final Fantasy 14 stuff. To be fair, they're very similar. But then you have like, you know, just how each kingdom seems to have its own kind of like elite special force or specialty. Like you have the shields of Rosaria, and you have like the elite cavalry of Willowed, which makes sense considering Odin rides on Sleipnir. You have the Men of the Rock, which are just like the elite force of Dalmekia, right? Which I think is pretty cool. And then you have like the dragons and the dragoons of Sanbreque, and you had I don't remember what the Iron Legion had. I know they had something. Well, to be fair with them, they may have all just been like highly capable warriors. So once again, pretty accurate to how real life would kind of work. Because like some nations you would just have like, oh, at least like back in the olden days, it would be like, oh yeah, this nation has like take Vikings for example, or like I don't know, the Mongols or something, where it's like, oh, you have more of kind of like a warrior culture. Therefore, almost everybody is going to be capable to some degree, you know, and then you just have other nations that deal more in specialties. Like, oh, it's kind of cool. Yeah, now we know why it's called Gil, which I do like. I like how they're making it very clear that, yeah, it's just named after like a renowned merchant. I'm like, I like that. Yeah, it's quite a variety, and I'd hope that they each have their own specialties. It would be difficult to survive if they didn't. Yeah, right? Which is what I like. I like this. I really do like the world building in this game. It does a good job. Like, I can see why they have this. Like, even if not all of it is relevant, it's still... Like, even if not all of it is relevant information, it's still worth reading and checking out, right? A curious clockwork contraption that is able to perform several different musical compositions at the flick of a switch. It was designed and constructed by young Mid, and Sid labeled it her first true masterpiece of engineering. He hid his own masterpiece inside it, the final part that his daughter would need to complete the calibration of the mythical engines that the two designed together. Yeah, and that's very basic compared to this too, right? The Deadlands are true to their name, and that no plant nor animal can survive for long in lands swallowed by the blight. At least that is without effort and ingenuity. In Sid's hideaway, Bohumil and Martel found some success in growing crops in Deadland soil, and others continue their legacy in the new hideaway. Mid's filters, for instance, make the blackened waters of the mire fit for human consumption, and much to Nigel's relief, irrigation. I believe I've read that one. Ultima's name for the vessel of limitless power that he has long awaited. He identifies Clive as this mythos by virtue of his awakening as the dominant of Ifrit, and having the power to absorb the aether of other icons. Ultima manipulates his servants into pitting Clive against the other dominants that he might drink of their strength and bring Mythos closer to perfection. So literally everything we're doing is what he wants. Will. That which separates humans from animals and is given shape by consciousness, a sense of self, and a freedom of thought. Even when one is deprived of other freedoms, it is one's will that drives the pursuit of true liberty. To Ultima, however, human will is a sickness that prevents them from taking their proper divine form. That of the Akashic, who blindly serve his own purposes. To this end, he cast Primogenesis, transforming much of humanity into his soulless servants. The fellow feeling that binds a person with those they love and who love them. So long as these bonds remain strong, so too does a human's grip upon their will. Ultima cast Primogenesis in order to sever those bonds of consciousness, that humanity might lose their wills and turn Akashic, and that his vessel might be perfected. A spell cast by Ultima that cast, I read that already. The unbalance in the aether that resulted not only sapped the potency of crystals and magic in those lands that remained livable, but filled the rest with floods, turning men and beasts into mindless, merciless Akashic. Ulta sap the wills of mankind and make all humanity into his soulless servants. Yeah, damn, man. Oh, it's nice to see so many of these filled. Well, now we're starting to get some non-filled ones. Ugh. Alright. A town located in the rugged mountainous mining region of central Dalmekia. It is known for its ironworks and armor, and weaponry forged there has long enjoyed a reputation as the realm's finest. This is in no small part due to the quality of ore the mines produce, as well as the veritable army of local blacksmiths, whose skills are said to be unrivaled. Didn't miss anything here, no? No. The Forbidding Cliffs that... See, I keep wanting to say that's foreboding, but no, it's the Forbidding Cliffs that line the Naldia Narrow on the ash side of the channel. Though viable ascents exist, their numbers are few and paths narrow and perilous. That said, they have more than once been used as a staging ground for covert incursions into the kingdom. Now the land above having been all but consumed by the blight, it is only the boldest of adventurers who dare set foot here. I can say I'm not missing one here, am I? A region of sea south of the Strait of Atha, lying between the continents of Storm and Ash, the trading ports of the three cities of Canver dot its western shores, making it the busiest stretch of commercial waters in all of Valestia. Though her currents are swift, storm-free skies and an abundance of marine life allow the Narrow to serve as the source of much of the region's food. Delicious fish. I do like me a good fish. A nation once based on an archipelago in the seas to the south of Valestia, it maintained a healthy trading relationship with Dalmekia and the free cities of Canver, where its medicines, which employed plants found only on its islands, were particularly prized. Unfortunately, the gradual incursion of the blight destabilized and eventually destroyed the society entirely. Okay, how many persons of interest do we have? A few. I might be able to, you probably just finish it, right? Probably just read through all this. After Clive was bested by Barnabas in the bed of the Naldia Narrow, the two fled to the Shadow Coast. It was there that she entrusted her icon to him, that he might have the strength to fight their fate to the last. She learned much of her knowledge of non-magical interventions in the Southern Isles, where she served as a branded healer. With her magic next to useless in the Branded Land, a man she called her mentor taught her the true Physicker's art. Fate brought the two together again in her mentor's final hours, long past healing. It was all Taria could do to use the skill he had taught her to ease his passing. Yeah, pretty what's the word I want to use here? Pretty, I don't know, the word escapes me. But it's pretty interesting that, like, he taught her and then, like, she had to use the knowledge that he taught her to, like, help him in his final hours. I do like that. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Lod's armies. Despite apparently falling to Clive Rossfield's blade outside the Canvarian Agora? Yeah, Agora. He appeared again in the ironworks, conjuring countless doubles of himself that set upon Clive and his allies, proving Joshua's theory that the Constant Knight was no mere swordsman, but a magical creation of King Barnabas. Resident blacksmith of Clive's hideaway. He originally hails from Drevozd, in the far-flung desert wastes of Dalmekia, where he and Zoltan both prenticed? Yeah, prenticed. though he has not returned for many a year, not least because his former friend still bears a deep-seated grudge. Tarya's youthful and inexperienced assistant. A caring yet timid soul, he is committed to saving the lives of his patients, and so quails when asked to perform life-threatening treatments, such as the removal of bearer brands or the administration of the potent tears of Elysia, yeah. While he admires Tarya's indefatigability, he fears for its effects on her health and is shamed that he cannot yet do enough to relieve her burden. He's trying, though. The Hideaway's resident botanist, whose research into the medicinal properties of the flora of the twins and how one might go about growing specimens of interest in the middle of a blighted lake, is invaluable to Clive's cause. The feared and respected chief of the smithing town of Dravos, where he and Blackthorn learned their craft. After the master who the two apprenticed under breathed his last, they came to blows over the future of the town and have exchanged nary a word since. Breathed. I feel like my tongue's getting stuck when I say the word breathed. Breathed. It's not coming out as a th. Maybe my mouth's just really, really dry. To be fair, my lips do feel a bit on the dry side. Breathed. You know how sometimes you just have trouble saying a word? You say it perfectly fine on most days, but then a day will hit where you're like, I just can't say it for some reason. It's weird. I hate it. Nary a word since. And is Ultima the last one? I think it might be. The otherworldly being behind much of the tragedy and turmoil that has plagued Valestia. See, it's not even just doing the th either. Breathed. I don't know. Because I can th perfectly fine. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. It's so weird how just sometimes a word will like get you. But like I can say the word perfectly fine most days. Today though, it's screwing with me. Or at least it feels like it. Behind much of the tragedy and turmoil that has plagued Valestia and the creature King Barnabas of Willow's worships as his god. Ultima requires a vessel in which to inculcate his disembodied soul, and Clive's curious ability to absorb the powers of other icons suggests that he is the very mythos that Ultima has long awaited. He wills Clive to absorb the other icons that his vessel might be perfected. That is not it. I must have missed someone. But whomst? Whomst? Yoomst Midderall. Yeah. Daughter of Sid, raised in the Hideaway. Mid learned all she could of engineering and invention from her father before leaving for university to learn all she couldn't. Her studies all but complete, she put her skills and knowledge to use in building the Enterprise, a mithril engine-powered vessel of her and her father's design, which she captains in service of Clive's cause. There you go. Now it's all done.
The door to the shelves.
It's hard, I don't blame you. I appreciate it, Bass, I do.
Admits it, I can ride the Enterprise.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do some quests and also complete some quests. We'll do the one in Dravos first.
Oh, you're here.
I am indeed.
For you inside. So Dravosh is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
It sounds really ominous here. Is that a new quest? No, that's just Blacksmith's Blues. No, there is a new quest here, though. All the way over here. Oh, wait, no, is that... No, that's Weirder Science. Okay, that's the other one I'm doing. Yeah, and we're gonna do some of those quests too, by the way.
You're here.
Maybe I should do that first, like the trials, I mean.
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back.
We'll do some quests and then we'll try a trial or two.
I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw?
I know, I'm pretty great, right?
Again.
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn. Him and Zoltan face to face.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him.
Interesting.
You only did what you thought was best. For the village.
I mean, true.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it.
More backstory.
Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
I see, I
So
see.
you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
See, I kind of get it, right?
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Like, I get it. Like, I get it.
Bye.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. Short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Speak of us when you're ready,
I
huh?
won't abandon Dravost to a swarm of Akashic.
Just say the word. The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
All right, August, I'm ready.
You, ready for the off then?
Yeah, we can't waste any more time.
We can't
That's true.
afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we?
Nah, not at all.
Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
Oh, good thing I said I was
How
ready.
close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
Nah, I gotcha.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
No, not like me,
I'm going
Clive.
out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
Ah, definitely not. I'm a main character.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Now, how hard is this gonna be? Probably not hard. Oh my god, look at you. Moo. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, look at what damage you can do with Shiva's thing when it staggers. Shiva's ultimate attack, I mean. Diamond dust. Oh my god. Oh, holy crap. Okay, we didn't even need anything else. I mean, I guess it is just kind of like a baby-ish monster compared to what I am used to fighting, but still. There we go. See, I do kind of like how this does give me an option to attack. Howdy, Akashic Griffin. I even know how that got up so quickly. Okay, so that gives me like a really good dodge, I guess. Essentially. Ow. Rude ass. Okay, I thought that was my bad. I thought I could wait. Okay, impulse, and then hit it with one diamond dust. Nice. So far, we only needed diamond dust.
Is that it?
He barely even moves his mouth. Ah.
Apparently not.
A chimera. Well, I don't have you in the bestiary yet. Oh, you're thick, dude. You got thick arms. Holy crap. How did an animal get that muscular?
Getting past me.
That's like super muscle. I don't know, man. I just don't know how something could get that thick. Like seriously, like I'm actually baffled by it. Oh. Yeah, fine, I'll heal. Oh my god. Why is my dodging always so bad, like near the start of the stream? To me, flames. Okay, let's see what this does. I mean, that did seem like decent damage. This thing just isn't taking a ton of damage in general. This one might actually put up a bit of a fight. The dragon's voice, eh? The ram's voice? Wow, you're like diamond dusting me, huh? Doesn't seem very nice. It is, isn't it? It's using like magic that I would kind of be using. Oh wow, that charges up really fast now. Jeez. Wait. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. That's a hard dodge. Oh, I can dash with Shiva. That's right. Okay, I'm not dying. I'm not dying to you. Like, I refuse. Yeah, we keep satellite going as well. Yeah, this one is actually putting up quite a fight. I mean, he's dead now, but that was probably one of the harder normal enemies I've fought in a while. Yeah, I got some decent stuff. Look at him! Why is he so thick? I know I keep going on about that, but that really shocks me.
No, the question is...
Like, he didn't skip arm day at all. He didn't skip any day. I guess technically it's all leg day for him, but...
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Here's Zoltan.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation.
I think I can be.
Those Akashic monsters' nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly,
Now they're sleeping forever.
I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll
I mean,
fortify
true,
the
I
gates to the
suppose.
north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right? Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
Yeah, all right.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you.
True.
So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravoged isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia.
It could be again.
Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravost what a true master blacksmith looks like.
After he's done helping us deal with the mother crystals. We keep him first.
Fellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw. Back in my good graces.
So I do like how it took them some time to warm up to each other again.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even
Yeah.
better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Yeah, what? The seal! The cracked anvil. Nice.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift.
Yeah, what?
Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task.
But you
Make
two...
your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravost in the first place?
True.
A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with a hammer and tongs.
Oh, he became more of a jeweler.
Different kind of metalwork.
That makes sense.
Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
So if they work together, that's good. I like that.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
Not at all.
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Well, I'm excited. I'm really excited now. Bat says it would suck if the wildlife near our starting area was this high leveled. I know, right? We got pretty lucky in that regard. Even with Chimera are, it's weird to see one in the wild. Surviving near-death experiences tend to make it easier to forgive things from long ago. That's true. Also, thank you very much for the posture check and the hydrate. Very much appreciated. We'll deal with both right now. I like this water bottle, man. I've had this water bottle for a while now, but it's always so nice how cold it keeps a drink. Keeps water nice and chilled.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravost to its former glory. Barring ether floods, that is.
I'll get him back to the Hideaway. Don't you worry about that.
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other sword you've ever held.
I'm excited about that. So let's do one of the other quests that I need to do. So even weirder science would be the one I need, I believe. Oh wait, no, there's one of those in each area. I mean, well, yeah, because like I'll pick up these other ones. Yeah, and I'll pick up these other ones as well. I'll pick up at least one of them, I guess. I mean, I'll just pick them up while I'm here. Why not? I'll just be swimming in. I'll be swimming in quests.
Faster!
Onwards. I do think this is the game kind of telling me that I am nearing the end of though. It's throwing a lot of quests at me.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Oh yeah, look at us go, man. Ah, we're juggling. We're juggling. Well, I want to punish you. Oh, is it because I'm not aiming? Okay, I'm aiming at that one. Okay, never mind then. Almost, almost. Okay, well, this will do.
Now to find this spherical echo.
I believe I found it. It's right there on the ground.